Algo diferente. Estamos hablando de Sunless Sky. Según yo, esta también es como... Ay, ¿para qué hablar? Mejor vamos a empezar. Hola, qué grata. No, no, gracias. Entonces supongo que en Merciful. Bueno, dale Legacy. Va a ser la prueba de todas maneras. Yendo. Moderate. Vamos a dejarlo normal, supongo, de momento. Slower. Slower, ok. And supply. Ay, no. Esto sí es lo que preferiría dejar. Pero bueno. Hay que probarlo así como está y a ver qué pasa, ¿verdad? Entonces andarle moviendo. Luck of Her Majesty's Locomotive the Orphan, March 14, 1905. Our expedition to the domains of the dead has been eventful. The orphan is damaged and in grievous need to repair some supplies. We are returning in haste to the Grish, where I hope to make port at New Winchester. May God be with us. Final entry of Captain. Fail. Blue Kingdom Grand City Relay. Ok, Cross Break and Steer. Pues vamos para allá. You have returned to the rich and tame sunless span of the heaven. London Defender, a celestial garden grown wild. Dodge. Your journey back from the Blue Kingdom was tumultuous. Your locomotive is damaged and Captain Whitlock badly wounds. ¿Qué es lo que tengo ahí? Salud. ¿Y qué son los demás? As first officer, the crew look to you. The nearest station is New Winchester. Can you get the orphan there safely? Toggle press control. Okay. Carriage. Much of the relic show. The Greek of the Osmandias. The Greek hangs in the sky, pocket with grass and gunfire. You and the boarding party tune your suits, helmet and wax canvas, lined with felt to protect against the cold of the sky. Two of the crew are whispering as they rest. What business did Captain Whitlock have in the Blue Kingdom anyway? Why the devil did we trespass on the cirque of the dead? You silence him. Now's not the time. Y supongo que ahorita es la única opción que tengo. Leap across to the wreck. The gap between the two engines isn't wide, but the endless fathoms of heaven gave it it. Okay. Leading the way, you jump, your stomach lurches with vertigo as the stars blaze about you and below. The air of the heavens is thin and torn by unpredictable winds. Then your boots hit the running board of the Ozymandias, and your leather-gloved hands fumble for a hold. One of your companions throws you a line, and you lash the two engines together. Only then do the rest of the boarding party follow you, One of them forces open the exterior hatch and you clamber inside. Her interior is cold, unlit and whistles with wind. Your party's lamps spread brotherly light over the narrow paneled passage. You make your way toward the hall, stepping over bodies crumpled in the corridor. Unfortunately, your way is blocked. A bulkhead has been mantled inward by a well-aimed barrage. Ahora sí, tengo opciones. Clear the obstruction away. You locate a length of pipe to use as a primer and set to work. This will test your iron skill. Iron is the skill of confronting and overcoming. Your iron gives you a 75% of chance. Or lead your party on a more precarious path. Go back out onto the Ozymandias hull, climb past the blockage and enter through a window on the far side, and do so carefully. Bells is the skill of deceiving and evading. Ok, me suena más el de Clear. Memory. As you screen again the stubborn still, you remember an event from a year ago. Boiler explosions had grabbed an engineer under a tangle of plating and pipework. The captain was first on the scene, you were second. Together you managed to pry the wreckage upwards enough for you to crawl beneath it, while the captain braced the bar across her back. By all means, take your time, she ran, as you ragged the engineer out. Back in the present, the twist bulge had heels. Your companions cleared the exposed rubble away. The way is clear. You have reached the Ozymandias hull, a ruin of smashed cargo and spilled supplies. Hopefully, somewhere amidst the detritus, you can find parts to repair the orphan and restock your stores. Okay. Conduct a careful search. More? No. Your companions work quickly. The Ozymandias hull has begun to crack. Your actions on board might have compromised his integrity. Renew. You find enough food and gear to restock your supplies and enough spare parts to make necessary repairs to the orphan. The food will need to be careful to act, of course, but you have eaten worse in the skies. Oh no, cries one of your party, prying the lid of a long grate. It holds a cannon, still nestled in its row. Another crewman pulls a battered birthday from a pile of ruined cargo. Within the cage, something winged and pure opens a sullen eye. You examine your finds. Esos son las cajas, son los supplies. Y ese es el HUD, que sí es la salud al final y al cabo. Okay, the Ozymandias semi-long juddering wreck. Your boarding party exchanged nervous glances. From the chaos of its hull, you have retrieved repairs and supplies and discovered some useful equipment. A gun that could be mounted in your locomotive, an educated bat. Mount the Jerusalem cannon on the orphan. Your own weapons were damaged during your fly from the Blue Kingdom. That leaves you vulnerable. You can claim both this and the bat. Okay, los dos. Liberate a defeated bat employed as a scout. The heavens are wide, so locomotives use scouts, like bats. to locate things of interest. Boards, resource rigs like this one to scavenge. Return to the orphan. It's too dangerous to stay. Ok, sí, supongo que vamos a llevarnos el murciélago. Ice in the sky. The bad his rescue has an inconvenience and immediately begins having overpay. You offer to put it back in his damn cage and leave it under Ozymandias, at which point it becomes more polite. You doubt it will last. Okay. Es el tutorial, me enseñará que no debería ser debería ser más cuidadoso. Vamos a echarlo. Fire and Fury. The Cutter and Hatter's Jerusalem fire single shells to a good range, more or less accurately. You order 2 of your party to get it back to your vessel and fit it immediately. The Ozymandias runs again. The structure shudders spasmodically. Y vámonos. The Ozymandias emits a long uttering creak. Your boarding party exchanges nervous glances. From the cast of its hull you have retrieved repairs and supplies and discover some useful equipment. Press. You might find more fuel there. ¿Cuál es el fuel? Buena pregunta. No, vámonos. ¿Qué es eso de requirements? Okay. Vámonos. Away, you lead your boarding party back to your vessel. Unshackling her from the buckling Ozymandias, you start your engines and steam away. Restock, repair, and rearm. The crew give a great cheer. Your terror has fallen. Es el... Quiero suponer que es el... Ay. ¿Cómo? Ok. ¿Qué pasa ahí? Open your... Ok, ¿qué quiero ver? Officers. ¿Qué? ¿Cómo le doy? Select. First officers, inventory. Status. Your profile. Events, reputation. Journal. Okay. Press. Open share. Ok, no vi que podía pasar por allá. Press to send scout. Your scout returns. He has found something. Smoothed by Captain Whitlock. The walls of the captain's cabin are lined with a hodgepodge of curios from across the sky. Captain Whitlock lies in bed. Black marks cover her skin like a monstrous brand. When she coughs, coils of acrid smoke pour from her lungs. Inquire after the captain's injuries. The locomotive doctor attend her. His lips are tight. Approach the bedside. The captain opens her eyes and you grow near. She attempts to smile. Um, Inquire? The brand, a world of living fire pours the orphan across the Blue Kingdom. It caught you just before you passed through the grand city relay to the bridge and set its brand upon the captain. Its born itself where I could hear. The doctor whispered. When I closed the walls of her wounds, I could see the sign seared into her bones and her organs. Judging from her symptoms, it's on the inside of her lungs too. The captain leans to one side and vomits a plume of fire into a copper bowl. There's nothing the doctor can do. The walls of the captain cabin are lined with the hush. Approach the bedside. Okay. Her mouth is blistered from the blue fires that dance on her tongue. Your hands grip your arm. Your skin is hot as a kettle. Make a arrangement. The orphan will be yours. Her voice is just a grasp of poor meat breath. But promise. She broke off to scream a word in a language that was not made for human mouths. When you resume speaking English, she's weaker. He requests little more than a gasp. Promise me one last service, promise. Put up todo esto. Promise her you will obey her last command. Whatever she says, you'll say it done. Make no promise, tell her to rest. Let her strength. There is a hospital at New Winchester. They can help her. Pull away. What if her condition is contagious? Demand to know why she took the orphan. ¿Será que pueda? Bueno, no, algunos de estos no parece ser que puedan ser iguales. Ok, vamos a ir a hacer la promesa. She sinks back, relief. All in my will, she gasps. Be a better. She breaks off as the sigils pour into her bones are flare, blowing cherry red through her flesh and skin. Better captain than I. Therefore exhausts her. She sinks back into the scorched pillow and a twisting frantic fever. I guess I take my leave. Other business. You leave the cabin and the scorched thing of its air behind and return to the bridge. New Winchester is further than you like, and the captain hasn't long left. Con el L que me envía hacia Gras. ¿Y cómo puedo ver lo que checó? Es esto lo que descubrió, ¿verdad? El scout. Ok. Ah, sí. Tengo los... Ok. Tengo que acomodarme, si no... ¡Ah! Ahí está. Y si no me equivoco había dos de estas cosas. Ahí está. The Great Marauder is defeated. You prepare to board the bucket with a cash poised to plunder the plunderers. Behind you, someone is humming a song of victory. Great remains, marry their village, consist and travelers. They often carry stolen valuables, scribbled for repair, scavenge the plating and components to repair the damage. Ok, tal no estoy tan mal, supongo que puedo hacer el grade. Requirements. Okay. Choose. Ill got gains. Your boarding party returns with wallets and watches, cufflinks, lockets, and keepsakes. You store them in the safe to be pawned if you make it back to the bar. Ok, ahora qué hago contigo. Estás en una... Ah, ya me estás atacando. Ok, tú primero. Yo no tengo prisa. Bueno, excepto por el video, claramente, ¿verdad? ¿Podrían pasar por ahí? No. Pero eso sí. Loot. Otra de estos. Vamos a volver 31. Ok, ahora gané un pelín menos. Scouts. To see what is up in the shore. Ya lo había abierto. ¿Por qué me dices? Ese quedó lo último. Y sería por acá. Bancroft Forum. Sí, es por acá. A distant clamor of engine jars, a gradation of smokes on the window. There's a dock, Captain. A signaler declares the crew are relieved at the stove of solid line. ¿Dónde estamos? New Winchester. Arrival at New Winchester. You code into the bustle, the din, the soot and the steam of Wolsey Station. It is clogged with other engines, scrappy mining locomotives from Luzerne Way, weather explorer gleaming your frost, sleek company vessel with bright brass fittings. No sooner have you pulled into the sidings than a brusque stationer master bustle over. He requests to come aboard. I must speak with your captain, he insists, brandishing a letter. The usual formalities. Look to the orphan doctor. He has just appeared at your shoulder. His face is solemn. His hat is in his hand. He lowered his eyes. Okay. The pacing. The crew exchange black, wordless looks. The orphan itself feels suddenly more empty. The station master looks confused. You inform him that unfortunately Captain Whitlock has just passed. Ah, he says neutrally. Sorry to hear that. Very sad, very sad. He waits for what he considers an appropriate minute and a half before continuing. Alas, even amidst tragedy, the cogs of bureaucracy must turn. If Captain Winslow is deceased, the station authority requires their answer from the fair officer. He dons a set of spectacles and locates his pen. It will be relatively painless. Name, background, purpose of visit, etc. Shall we begin? I guess. Create your captain. Today London lies between the stars. Her new empire falls across the heaven. But 10 years ago, before the northern gate was opened, before the new empress led her people into the skies, It lay in a vast cavern far beneath the earth. Deep, dark, marvelous. Who were you then? A screeched urchin. No parents, no laws, no master. Also no grew over your head. No money and often no dinner. Freedom comes at a price. You will begin with high bells, the skill of evading and deceiving. A soldier. Yours was not the reason why. Yours was but to do and die. You will begin with high iron, the skill of confronting and overcoming. Que es más o menos lo que hice ahorita. The pen, the ink, the blank monstrous page. You will begin with high hearts, the skill of convincing and enduring. Academic, a student of the science, the art and philosophy. You will begin with high mirrors, the skill of investigating and deducing. Ahora hay un montón. A press in and even on Sundays and sermons. You will begin with high art. Ok, se repiten, pero es diferente. Sailor. You grow the morning merciless water of the undersea. A ministry auditor. For a time you serve at the Ministry of Public Decency, which has become Her Majesty's preferred instrument. Revolutionary. The war is broken, one way for the rich, another for the poor. You decide to do something about it. Supongo que en este caso create your captain. You were a soldier, you served in Her Majesty's military, but how exactly? The Royal Horse Guards, serving the Blues, conducting lengthy ceremonial duties and defending Her Majesty's person. It is your horse. And affiliate you with Bohemia in the Corps of Royal Engineers, the mechanic, architect, inventor. Is your mirrors in the commissariat. Army merchant his summons. You have to find supplies by whatever means necessary. Is your veil. Supongo. Chosen ambition. What does winning mean to you? Well, fame, the crew. To win, gather a substantial retirement fund, acquire lodging at a hotpot and retire, paying garden stories of your slug and write about them in New Winchesters. Ok, supongo que de momento... ¿Logro? Apariencia. ¿Qué es esto? Hat. Here. Okay, nose, chin. Random. Term of arrest, professor. Officer. Comrade, brother, madam. Supongo que también lo puedo... ¿qué pasó? Ay, no sé qué pasó, pero bueno. Mac. Grabar en Whitlock. Creo que es el mismo. Madam Wood. The person of Madam. Secretary Walton. Star in the stats. Okay. Star game. The greeting of the wheel. 3 weeks have passed. This morning, Captain Whitlock, sí, era el mismo, received a simple memorial service. Your body was consigned to a necropolis green mound for the Syrian mausoleum. Now you sit with a handful of your relatives in the great bare office of your solicitors, Methodical notaries reading the will. The captain was wealthy once, but squandered her capital on mysterious expenses before her expeditions to the Blue Kingdom. Listen to them. The captain relatives are clearly wondering why are you here. Rude to her war. In a final codicil, the notary announced, Captain Whitlock confirmed that possession of the orphan was to pass to his first officer. He peers at you with gray eyes. This includes a certain black box contained in the orphan hall. Captain Whitlock's final request was that at the time of your choosing, you transport said box to Agres in London. He hands you Agres' card and deposit there. You are not to look inside. She gave no explanation. And that's it. You're captain now. The orphan is yours. You can investigate the black box at New Winchester. You could take the box to London as request, or you could sell it and be done. You have been bequeathed another. Okay. The Clamoring Central Station of New Winchester. Okay, explore the city. This movie recruiting intention driver. He specializes in describing opportunity. The fastidious inspector. Excuse me. Investigate the black box. Repair your locomotive. Harold grew your voyage ambition well. It is not enough. Ok. Supongo que puedo intentar este. I specialize. Perhaps no. Ok, puedo cancelar. Officer require a single fee. Allow the driver to join you what can do. This will get you a chief engineer who will increase your iron by 6, your hard by 2, and your affiliation establishment by 1. Yeah, I like it. Brave or fearless. In addition to your ordinary crew, you now have an officer, or perhaps a mascot. Officer must be appointed before you can benefit from their skills, abilities, or animal charisma. The first officer you recruit for each role will automatically be appointed. To change officers, open the officers panel while in port. Brave or fearless. The driver works eager to get started. I recently parted ways with the Wingard Company. They explain. Personally, I think a crash a week isn't so bad. They deserve it. Oh well, live and learn. Ok, puedo seguir con más cosas. Gasto requirements. Successful. Visit the promise of days and global systems. Captain get to creature advice. Inquire about the Winchester War. How was the war? Supongo que para este necesito dinero. Opportunity. Excuse me, Captain. A woman pushes through the crowds toward you. She's short and square-shouldered, in a neat black suit and polished shoes. She shows you the case of her pocket watch. It is embossed with the crown and aureoles of London Horological Office, the body responsible for ensuring time is consistent across the empire. I'm hoping to book passage to Prosper, she says, slipping the watch away. I can of course pay. You're unavailable at the moment. Yeah. Not at the moment, I see. I'll try elsewhere. In your circumstance change though, please let me know. She hurries away, clasping her black leather bag. Okay. ¿En qué estoy? Introduce yourselves. Was worse. ¿Por qué esto está en rojo? Vamos para mirar este. Directions for the gather. Of course, look of them. No me dijo nada. Prospects. Separate effects in the mass are your bones. You can save up to 4 at once. Ok, es más o menos lo que había dicho, ¿no? Oportunidad, secundarias, sensibles ante Magdalene. Ok, supongo que de momento eso es todo. Investigate, repair. ¿Cuánto me va a costar? Pues ya necesito esto, ¿no? Sovereigns per point. Bueno, no, a lo mejor este es el que más barato sale. No, de hecho era lo mismo. Ok, vámonos. Harakuru. Ok, vamos. Ajá, ya 10. Y vamos a ver entonces. Purchase the governor man. Uf. Mucho, mucho. Ok, vamos a darle. No sé ni dónde queda eso. Shops. Me dijeron que había algo en el bazar. Can be reliable purchase at Ibras or the leader bidder. Ok. Ay, creo que ahorita can be bien. Ok. Espérate. Tiendas sagradas. Abraham dijo, ¿no? ¿Dónde tengo las... empezar, también necesitaban el... Pero no, Shipping Junior. Ok, no, ese ya está. ¿Dónde tengo mi journal? Rumor... Orphan... 420s... grading. For a bun. Ok, eso no lo tengo entonces. Y este quiere ir a Northwest. Northwest es más o menos de por donde vine, ¿no? LT. Ok, eso es lo que va a ver. Northwest. Supongo que puede ir en esta dirección para empezar. ¿Es este? Blue Victory Hall. Espérenme. Victory Hall. Magdalene, no es ninguno de los que me interesan. ¿Esto qué es? Supongo que no puedo pasar. Ok, es como un puente. Todo está muy tranquilo, Company House. Ok. Demasiado tranquilo, dirían algunos. The taste of smoke, the sound of iron and wheel. Eso es un scout. ¿Ese es enemigo? Es lo que no me queda claro. What has his found? Company. Encontré una ubicación por allí. No es la que quiero. Ok, Northwest. No conseguí comida. You have learned from experience. You have earned enough experience to increase your capital level. You can now choose a new pass or lead via the passage screen. Ok. ¿Qué es esto? Solder. Take a facet. What did the winds of fate hold in the store? Okay, Scarlet. It lifts his marks. Interluding red and gold. You lose my mind. A battlefield. Okay. Scandal. A spell imprison. Supongo que en mi caso sería más bien a battlefield. Hold the line. Defeat, conceal among the dead, you were spared, you returned to London, you had even heard of the battle. London does not discuss his defeats. Or in victory returns to London, you were paraded as exemplars of British pluck. Me gusta más el defeat. Alexander Young Lane. Norwest, sigo estando en la ubicación. Supongo. ¿Qué pasa si me quedo sin recursos? Ay, qué escenarios. ¿Qué es eso? Se supone. Genial. Your low on supplies engine will begin to start. ¿Hasta dónde tengo que ir? Genial. No me pasan por pedir misiones tan lejos del lugar. Eso puede ser útil. Tesoro, creo que es eso. Something that glitters. Stop cloak. The fastidious inspector. Captain, good day. I notice your ship cloak has stopped. Perhaps you will permit me to repair it. You pay engineers. I guess I permit it. Opportunity for conversation. Trying to learn stairs. To fix. Okay. What are the duties of an agent? Discuss their reach. Complement your skills. Beat here. Good evening, you're what? Discuss your reach. Complement your skills. Thank you. Please, it's rather to tell. Now, what are the duties? Okay, it's complicated. As for news in London, mucha historia that sees the paralyzing part of Levian. Homesickness, London seats. Meanwhile, hard-working civil servants labor transporting. Sure, was there a touch? I miss here there's a city like London in all the skies. Okay. Good evening. Okay, you can be more at bar. Están rough. Ya no sé dónde estoy. Pude haberme ido para allá en algún momento. ¿Cómo? Ahí está. Ni modo, ya estoy acá. Ok, hay algo. Salvación. Korean. Your approaching a legally discovered port. This can significantly reduce your terror. Your crew are always thankful to find another place of relative safety in the skies. However, it's strange or full of devils or covered in mushrooms. Duck, I guess. These peaceful Caribbean institutions. Institution was founded by devils from London and dedicated to the development of the souls. Travel around Carelian. The Carelian fire. I guess you look this by having no report. The person will want to hear of their coming and goings. Okay. Sometime no. You take a nose to air the wars conjure power reports into the indoctorate veteran of the province secretary. Victory Hall and Company House, looks near Winchester. Okay. Greetings, secretary. How you can come? No tengo eso y mucho menos eso. Okay, we return to the central. Come back. Travel around. Try to explore. Gentle denial. Tengo que tener permisión. One is just... Ok, vamos a hablar, supongo. Ask her about Aurelian. You have met the preceding devilness. And after a race, one should not enter, we don't know how to live. She looks surprised, as most people go home again. She's prepared to offer you a deal. Listen, you're free to make use of Aurelian, take a penance or two. There is another matter. I hope you will look into a deviling rose. You find anything about him, anything. Yeah, you can learn what happens in Aurelian. Okay. Okay, return. ¿Ya puedo dar una vuelta? Sí. Deprivation, shift of perspective. Visit the Stone Rough. ¿Qué es esto? Bell Garden. I guess esto tiene dos. Turn back. You put your foot. Those who enter the Bell Garden must be in a proper sewage. Okay. Or impurity. No, pues quién sabe. Shopping. Bazaars. Memory, supplies. Me quedé sin dinero, por lo visto sin querer. Selling supplies. Genial. Genial. ¿Qué hago? ¿Cómo obtengo más dinero? Para ese problema. No creo que sea por allá. Espero. De todas maneras, para la vista ya voy a... Parece it's dark and peaceful here. The stars are few. Por lo visto voy a terminar aquí la aventura con un sabotaje, ¿verdad? Y con la tripulación hambrienta. Stunned world. Okay. The engine headlights slowly like a ghost upon the icy mist. Okay, aquí hay cosas. No lo que necesito. Lamentablemente. The skies close his cold jaws about you. Water freezing in the pipes, engineers scoured to and survival in kettles. ¿Ahí hay algo? No. Yo sigo buscando algo al noreste. Me hace falta más dinero. No hay dinero en esta zona. Bueno, cosas general. Ahí hay algo. Ok, me aceleré mucho. Okay. The memorial of the unknown rat. Order fitted, yeah. Bring the poor fellow, okay? Kill it on the only survivor is the captain, locking the break with a bottle of brandy. Seen this before, Cap says a crew member grasping your arm. Skype madness, Magdalene can credit if you can be bothered to take the ports off. The high wilderness scroll. Short quest, dale. Just loot, por favor. Okay. You pray the lead of their god was the places. Uncanny specimen. No es lo que esperaba. Ahora hay algo por acá. Supongo que eso. Memorial of the Unknown. ¿Qué? Ya me estoy quedando sin recursos. Definitivamente. El mapa no parece estar tan grande. Bueno, sí, esto me ha tomado un montón de tiempo. Skin shield. You have little food left. Alright. Okay. A discovery. ¿Qué encontraron? Digo sí, pero nos hace falta más que eso. Nos hace falta alimento. Volvamos a la zona de inicio porque nos... Oh, genial, más luces. Pero a lo mejor es simplemente un faro. No veo un puerto. Havenwood. ¿Qué dice? Oh, you freeze. The high water. Ok. Digo, no sé cómo ayudar ahí. Estamos en problemas. Evidentemente no veo otra ciudad. Lies in the distance. Ok, volvamos al puerto, supongo. Ah, genial. Volví. This is Victory Hall. Deliver your portables to the Endured Veteran. A power chat with the... Ok, gané algo. No hay tiendas aquí. Díganme que aquí sí hay algo. Learn how to can be used on the... Okay. You visit ports. De lo mismo, ¿no? O similar. God. Supongo que tengo que volver a Winchester. Falta que por aquí estuviera lo que estoy buscando. Todavía. Y ya me regresé. Voy a empezar a perder tripulación. ¿O cómo funciona esto? The banking house. I promise this will take only a moment. We'd like to provide a secure solution for the storage of your assets. This will unlock a bad ball, allowing you to store and withdraw items and equip. Okay, there it is, son. Explore tiendas o comida. Prospect available. Oh, kill it. Duck. No. Espera, your possession. Ajá, ok. ¿Cómo lo quito? Close. Supongo que es en el mercado. ¿Cuánto tengo? Selling. Info. No tengo nada porque me dices. Entonces, ¿para qué lo muestras en primer lugar? Ok, oh. Sí. He visto lo que se usa en otras cosas. Ok. Supongo que puedo ir al banco a dejar algo. Estas. ¿Y dónde queda entonces este pueblo que estoy buscando? Pues parece que sobreviví con grato pronóstico. Así que, pues muchas gracias por ver y hasta la próxima.